recently, which you guys probably know. What, you grow a hair, Charlie?
Yeah, I grew one hair.
What
He
the
grew
fuck?
one
A
hair.
single hair.
Yeah, I did a pretty cool thing, which like for me was cool. I figured out how to do a full automated marketing funnel. So like I built an entire like email automation to where like we have a virtual assistant in the Philippines that just uploads a list into the system and it automatically distributes them to the campaigns. If they open, click, respond, whatever, there's like different variations of retargeting them and automatically putting them in other marketing campaigns, and then I actually like have like a centralized database of all of our leads now, which is like probably in the like 40 to 50,000 range, and it's pretty cool. My boss was like it's so funny because my boss was gone this whole time and I didn't go to the office, and I was definitely getting baked at home and just kind of like getting in the zone, and like he's like, dude, what got into you, man? Like, how'd you just like tap in? He's like, whatever you did. And I didn't want to tell him, like, dude, I got fucking blitzed over here. No, and nobody was going to bother me. And I could finally just like vamp out and, like focus on getting work done. And I didn't want to tell him that, but it's just kind of funny.
I just got motivated.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's what I told him. I was like, well, when people aren't bothering me with bullshit IT requests, it's amazing how much work can get done,
Yeah.
Hey, can you call Ring Central and ask them why my phone's not ringing?
Really?
No, you can though. Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. I got to a point like probably like a week and a half ago that I had to send out I had to ask my boss, but like, dude, can you please tell them to stop using me like Geek Squad? Because like technically I'm not like, we have an IT guy, but he sucks and he's hard to get a hold of, so everybody just calls me instead, and I'm like, that's not.
He's hard to get a hold of on purpose. For that exact reason.
Exactly.
Dude, every IT
person
is hard to get a hold of.
Reason
yeah. Dude, do you guys know IT guys that are like readily available and just like, hey, can I fix your problem there, Stanley? Like, no, IT people hate having to do anything.
I don't know if I was getting called to ask about the ring, I'd be like, don't talk to me.
I'm serious. It was a week and a half of like them asking me to do this, and it finally got to the point where I was like, can you not call the company yourself and ask them? She's like, well, I can, but you're the computer guy, you know everything. I'm like, no, we have 40 people at our company now. I can't be. It's not. Charlie knows what I'm talking about.
Charlie bit my. All right, let's go. Let's do a thing.
What are you doing? Charlie's just shaking his head. Charlie seems so like down and out of it today.
I think it's because he's squished.
It's because I'm squished.
Oh, are you sitting there like trying to play with it and you can't figure it out?
I'll figure it out later. I don't know what's up with it. It's been this week's been a long month, let's say.
Here, I'll just do this the whole day. I'll just talk like this.
Love it. All right.
What's up, everybody? This is the
You can do it by all means.
No, it was just funny. It was just funny because I did it like right when you did, and you looked like really mad that I stole your thunder.
I mean, by all means, please.
I don't know how to do the rest of it.
It's only been like 2 years, Josh.
But don't know the rest.
2 years. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I am your host, Vash, joined as always by Chef, stayed up way too late playing Diablo Immortal, Crondo, and the Ashy Pastrami, the one, the only person who's actually playing real-life video games out in the streets of Brooklyn.
Out in the streets.
Got
my computer on the subway.
Got that beach simulator.
Get that beach simulator. Beach, not beat, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
The beat simulator.
Anyway, we are the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. Thank you very much for joining us this evening, morning, wherever it is, and what time zone it is for you.
He's doing it. He'll figure it out.
Anyway,
are you somewhere else right now? Or
my brain is somewhere else. That's for sure. That's
this evening.
That's where we're at right now. Anyway, you can find us on Instagram at OG.podcast, or Twitter is OveraachieversP. Our website is ogpodcast.fm, where you get this episode and every episode where we talk about what we're playing, what we're looking forward to, and a little bit of gaming news. You can also watch us live, and you can see how squished I am if you go to twitch.tv/OGpodcast. And that's where we record these podcasts every other Sunday now at a new time starting at 10 a.m. because then we can actually do stuff with our day.
Dami likes to do things, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it
go to the
really it's
beach.
what we should do because I need to be getting up earlier anyway. I woke up at like 9:15 this morning, so I'm a little groggy. So
Dang, son.
I didn't get home till like 1 a.m. last night, so
Well, you're pretty cool.
I am pretty cool.
You are pretty cool.
What were you doing all night?
Before we get into video games, we're just gonna do our tangent, which we always do at the beginning of every podcast. We've had a work outing, an offsite all this past week because we had our a work party on Thursday is the one that we wanted to have back in December, but got canceled due to Omicron, like when we got acquired by Adobe. So we're just like,
Omicron.
yeah. So we just we had that this past
Sounds
week.
like a villain coming down. Omicron canceled our party. Oh no, Omicron's here.
No. Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like a Decepticon.
Was it in the city?
Yeah, it was in the city. It was
That's fun.
pretty rad. I was in like Tribeca. So
Oh hell
fun.
yeah.
But anyway, so with that, our whole team from LA, it was like our team split up between half of them are in LA, half of them are here in New York. So they came out, and so my boss was like, "Hey, we have some extra. We're gonna do like dinner and a secret event if anybody wants to join." And we're like, "All right, we'll just go." And yeah, somebody canceled, so they had an extra ticket for Amanda, so we all went.
Oh hell yeah.
And we ended up going to Speakeasy Magic at the McKittrick Hotel. So it was really fun.
That's tight.
Yeah, but we were out there till like 10:30, and then we went out for drinks afterwards. And so,
And then like an hour to get home.
yeah, an hour to get home. So
Yeah.
tired
That
today.
makes sense.
It's just been a long week. Everyone else on our team in the company is like, oh yeah, we all had fun. We went bowling and did some like hatchet throwing. Like we were locked in the conference room for like 4 days, like working on shit. Yeah, we got to get shit done.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Not actually locked in.
No, not actually locked in.
I shaved my face. I don't like having facial hair. I feel like it's been years now of me saying the same spiel over and over again that I don't like having facial hair. And every time I shave, Dom, what? Oh my God, what's going on?
Babyface
I would
on.
shave every day if it wasn't so fucking annoying.
It's because you look like way different without the beard.
I guess.
I can't. I don't have any personality if I don't have a beard. So I'm just like, I can't.
That's not true.
Then I just look like a.
That's
penis.
not true.
Especially now since I'm so squeezed.
I feel like if you're bald and you don't have facial hair, it definitely is more noticeable.
Yeah,
Like
you just look weird.
Yeah, well, your facial hair stands out more.
I guess. I mean, I've had a beard for I can't remember how long. But anyway.
Fair.
Video games. Yeah. Tell
Vidya.
me all about the things you guys are playing or not playing. Since it's been like 3 weeks since we chatted last.
Yeah, I picked up a few games. I've been on a retro kick. I actually went through this whole backlog of Resident Evil 2 from like 1998 where I played Leon A and B and Claire A and B again. It was really fun actually. The game's actually pretty hard. For something that was made in 1998. But been playing that. Been playing a lot of Immortal. I'm still really enjoying Immortal a lot actually. There was like the whole thing with JT, oh, JT is all business. Oh, I spent $100,000 and I can't queue for BGs, and they came in and fixed it, and so now we're able to defend our Immortal title a little bit longer. And I don't know. I really like the game. I guess probably because it scratches the itch of being a mobile game and it's Diablo at the same time. But also it kind of helps that for whatever reason I've been blessed far beyond everybody else as far as the gem drops are concerned.
You had to find a game that at least gave you something, and at least it's a game you enjoy this time.
Yeah. It's not like Marvel Strike Force where I'm spending endlessly for red stars that I'm not getting.
True.
Yeah.
But true. Also I picked up a game on the Switch called I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I think it's called Live Alive, but it was like a game that was made in the 90s for Super Nintendo or the Super Famicom, and it was never ported. Yeah, it was never ported over to the US, but it's actually a really good RPG game. So I guess they have like a new, like they call it HD 2D is what it's called, where they ramp up a game with 2D graphics or 8-bit graphics, and I guess 16-bit was what Super Nintendo was, right? So I guess they take that and modernize it to where it actually looks good on an HD TV.
That's cool.
And the game itself is badass because y'all know me and I like my turn-based RPGs, so it's like right up my alley. But there's like 8 different characters, main characters, and they all have different storylines, and you go through and do their whole storyline and mission and stuff. And the gameplay is just, it's a turn-based RPG. So for me,
Yeah.
it's just a good like, end of the day, I want to get baked and play a video game.
Right.
But I think that's all I've been playing actually.
I remember in like 2015 or so, maybe 14. When did we live together, Charlie? 14?
It was like, it was
I think it was
12.
2014. No, dude, that was the first movie we worked on together. It was not 2012.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was 2014. So me and Charlie lived together for a bit, and then right after that, I moved in with my at the time girlfriend Claire. We got a place, actually in our old friend's or not our friend's old apartment rather. And I remember it was like my first apartment, like my apartment, right? Like not living with someone. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring all my stuff. So I brought all my stuff up, and I had my old Super Nintendo, and I couldn't connect to my HDTV, and I did this like roundabout way of doing it. There's like this European connector called like the SCART or something, or
Okay.
it's like a German like AV cable, and they made a SCART to HDMI converter. So I got the SCART, I like ordered it on eBay. I got the SCART to HDMI converter, and it upscaled the Super Nintendo and made it HD. Like, and it wasn't like an emulator. None of that was. It was no emulation stuff. None of that. It was just like this weird European cable, and then also this adapter, and it was like so tight.
No shit.
And, yeah, and then now I just play it on emulator because why would I?
Oh
It's like
yeah.
funny
Yeah,
that I went through all that trouble just to play on my actual Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I ended up selling all that shit for like so much money anyway, and it's like okay. I
Y-
mean,
you know,
I did get this little guy. I think I showed y'all like the link and stuff of it, but this little dude is oh my god, get out of the fucking case though. Come on. Why are you
what have
embarrassing
you
me right
what
now?
have you been playing on it?
Just Pokemon and stuff. But this
Nice.
little guy can
The OG Pokemon or which one?
uh Emerald.
Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald's a fun one.
Interesting.
I liked Emerald. I mean, I'm probably gonna do all of them because like why not? Like
Y-
I had
You
the
know what one of my
technology.
favorite Game Boy games was with Pokemon was the trading card game.
The trading card game. That's so funny, Josh. The trading card game was low key an awesome game.
Yeah.
It was like it's so funny that they even made it, but like what a kind of good way to like teach you the card game without having the cards, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I wished, well, so they kind of had a Magic the Gathering version of it back in the day, but it was called Chandelar, and it was like an
Oh yeah.
RPG. I think I've told you about, or I've talked about
Yeah.
this before in the pod. Insanely good game. Like I wish to God they would make something like that modernized, but
Well,
I don't.
they do have a modern Magic online Magic game
Yeah, but I mean,
arena.
but I mean,
It's actually not so bad.
you have to pay for it, right? I mean, I'm
Well,
saying like it's
you
not like a
it
software game where you pay for it one time and then you can get all the cards, is it?
no, well, you have to like you play the game, you get packs and you open them. Like you can play free. You can't buy a card on the game.
Okay.
I can't be like I want to play a red deck aggro. I need like 4 stone crushers. I'm gonna buy 4 stone crushers. You can't. Like
Yeah.
unfortunately the only way there is a pay to win aspect where you could buy like bulk packs
Mm-hmm.
and you're just hoping to get the card though. So it's not really worth. I'm sure there are a few whales in it, but like it's not really worth to spend all that money on the packs because it's like it's RNG to another level. You know what I mean? Like, so but the only good thing about it is every pack you open, you get like a card point that you can put into like getting a card you want. So I guess in a way, like you can buy a bunch of packs, then get card points, and then pick a card you want. But I don't know if that really happens too much. I used to play a lot of Arena just because it was like a fun, easy way. Like it's cross, so it's mobile, PC, whatever.
Right.
So you just play like on the go and shit. It's not so bad. But no, it's not like a buy one time and you get every card because it is also competitive. Like you are playing online against other people. So the biggest bummer Magic the Gathering it is like in its format, like in its actual physical form, it is very pay to win. Like
Yeah.
you know, you have to buy the good cards to build the good deck. It's not like you could have a shitty deck and beat people with it. So,
Dude, I just, why I like the Pokemon trading card game is because it's kind of like every time you start a new version of it, it's kind of like starting a booster draft tournament in a sense because you don't know
Sure,
what you're going to end up with,
yeah,
And that was always my favorite part of card games,
yeah,
trading
yeah,
card games in general. Um, which I wish they kind of did that more. I mean, like think about if they did that with like Hearthstone, right? If they rolled out
yeah.
like OG uh phase 1, only kind of thing just for shits and giggles. Like that would be super
Yeah.
fun to play again. But I don't think these studios do enough of that. Or maybe they don't see the return on investment for like putting people together to kind of issue those kinds of games. But
Yeah.
it's funny. Remember that meme I posted earlier this week with all the different pictures of like what's going on with the different studios?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I feel like it's like so painfully accurate,
Yeah.
and it kind of makes me sad that these and someone made a comment, I think it was Genlock, but like, I was just like, it just shows the decline of a lot of these studios. And he's like, no, they're being held back by the shareholders. And it's kind of a mix of both, right? It's like you find that I wonder how many of these studios like actually have good games that they would like to put out, but the shareholders are like, I don't know if that fits our projections for our Q4, and that deters the team from actually making good games, and they pump out Fortnite seasons instead. But was like
It's really
kind of a
funny about
targeted
some of your
diss, but
critiques, Josh, is that you're critiquing at its foundation capitalism. And
oh, sure.
I know this scares you, but you are critiquing the fact that these places do things only to make a profit. And so
Yeah,
we
that's all of America though.
I'm just gonna mail you the Communist Manifesto without anonymously, and you're not even gonna know what hit you. No, just kidding. But yes, you're absolutely right. That is all of America. That is actually the point I was gonna make. But that is unfortunately the problem with anything. And now that video games are no longer niche, and
Yeah, I know.
they are a part of the larger world. Now it's just how do we make as much money as possible. And so no longer will we really see from any of the bigger companies
Yeah.
fun games that are just made to be made. Now it's just what game do we make that will make us the most money?
Yep.
And so it sucks. Yes, it sucks. And that's why, you're gonna find all of these indie companies and indie games that are gonna be coming out that won't be the absolute best version it could be because they don't have the money behind it, but they're going to be great because they're going to be different and they're just being made because these people love, like Stray.
Just Strays. You know what? This is weird to me. I don't mean to cut you off in your rant, but like the game's out, right?
Yeah.
I went to GameStop the other day, and their computer shows that it doesn't release until like the middle of September.
I mean, unless there's is that for hard copy console? Maybe
I
I don't
think
know.
it's for I think it's for hard copy only. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
couldn't
you can
find
get the
any.
game right now. I think you can even get it on Xbox or like the. Can you?
You definitely can. Like I just had to like double check that I wasn't in like some weird alternate universe where like
You were.
just I can't play the game fucking Stray because you guys know that I'm like anal about having hard copies of all the games that I buy, and it's like a cruel joke that they've released this game to the public without it being available on a hard disc. I don't get it. Like it's so weird to me. It's
Where
just
do
like
I
a
have it on? I think
foreign.
I have it on Steam.
Yeah, I mean I could have gotten it on Steam. Like
I mean, no,
I'm just
it's
being
definitely on console because it even says when you start the game, like, was made for controller
yeah.
based.
I mean I could
it's
totally.
free on PlayStation Plus.
There you
Yo,
go.
do not talk to me about
Do you not have
digital
PlayStation Plus?
downloads, okay? No, I have
It's free though. Why bother buying it? It's free. Free.
because
It's free.
Buy it
I'm an
later.
idiot consumer,
Yeah.
okay? Because I'm a
But like,
dumb
what if you?
consumer.
This is
Well,
the
first of
perfect
all,
way to
it's
go
wait,
about it.
hold on. There's no way it's free. Hold on. I don't think I
I
have
think it's
that
actually
level
free on
of-
Free.
Xbox Games Pass too.
We're gonna load up the PlayStation app. We're gonna
I'm
find this
almost
out,
positive
okay?
that
All right,
that was
all
like
right,
the-
all right, all right.
It depends on which version of PlayStation.
Yeah,
Plus you
oh,
have.
there's the stipulation.
Do you have the
Okay.
$60 one? Or do you have the $90 one?
Why is there multiple ones?
Well, one of I think I think you have to pay for like different months.
Different tiers. Yeah, they announced
How do
it just.
you?
They announced different tiers like back in like April or something like that. There's like PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Premium, and then there's PlayStation
Oh,
like Ultimate or something like that.
oh.
It's the same.
Oh yeah,
Games
I have
Pass
to
did.
upgrade to PlayStation Plus Extra
Extra.
to
That's right.
access this game
That
because I have
shit is extra.
PlayStation
That's
Plus,
extra.
but I don't have extra. So they can extra these nuts as I wait to go buy it at GameStop.
Classic.
The funny thing is, it's like an extra like $10, and that's it. So
You know what? You know what? I will pay that extra $30 for my BS piece of plastic to make this collection grow further and my hoarding a further problem.
this is why we can't have nice things, Josh.
I know, guys. I know. I'm a terrible human being, but hey,
No.
I got a Sega Dreamcast now in an EA Sports bag, branded EA Sports bag.
There you go.
The cool thing is that I decided that I was going to only collect Super Nintendo, various Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, and N64, but now I have to collect Sega Saturn too, because I have like the basis of a Sega Saturn collection. So I said Sega Saturn, I meant Dreamcast.
It's all fine. We all get what you meant.
So Charlie,
Yeah.
fuck you and thank you, because you just opened.
Oh, because you gave the okay, I get it.
Yeah, because now I'm like Googling Code Veronica for Sega Dreamcast and like X-Men versus Street Fighter for Sega Dreamcast. But it's a dumb thing, right? Because why am I doing that? Why don't I just emulate them? Speaking of which, this is my next project. I'm building an actual arcade cabinet in my household.
Oh, that's
Tight.
cool.
With a RetroPie.
That
That's
is tight.
great.
Yeah, like because my neighbor's an actual woodworker, so like I was thinking about it, and I'm like, that would be such a dope, cool like living room project to have like a arcade cabinet that has, and I mean I bought like it's called a Dolphin sensor, but that's like the Wii
Oh
remote motion sensor,
Yeah.
and you can use the Wii remotes to as like your on target guns. You can use them for any game basically that has like a motion sensor. So like House of the Dead, Time Crisis, Big Cabela's hunting games, like
Tight.
all of them, dude. Yeah, so like I thought it'd be super cool to do that, and then I got like the steering remotes for Mario Kart, and I have like so the guy he's building it, he's gonna build like actual cabinets for all the peripherals and things like that, so I can just pull them out. And it's actually, I mean, he got really into it, and I was like, he's a yachty that just quit his job, and they're trying to do a career change. So I was like, yeah, I'll throw him a couple
yachty?
bucks to, yeah, he works on yachts.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
Like,
I forget.
fuck?
Not everybody lives in South Florida and knows what
I
a
was like,
yachty
what
is.
is a yachty, my guy?
Yachties are like the people that work on the boat. So like the
What?
engineers and the
Okay, I
officers and the
got you.
deckhands and stuff
I
like
got
that.
you.
Yeah.
I got you.
They call them yachties,
It
So
makes sense.
yeah. But anyways, the guy's a woodworker. I offered to throw him some bucks to make their arcade cabinet. He sends me a bunch of pictures of things he was looking at the next morning, and I was like, okay, so he's actually into this, and I'm kind of stoked. I mean, you guys know that's like right up my alley, right? So
Yeah.
like actually what my whole plan is I'm going to take this standing desk that I have and move it downstairs. So the
Tight.
arcade cabinet will be on the standing desk, so it can go like up or down, or I don't know. I'm just kind of, I thought it'd be a really cool, fun home
Yeah.
project, since, I've been looking for some stuff to do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, once I finish up my basement project, which feels like it's going to be a year at this point, I
Yeah.
definitely want to dive into figuring out how to build my own arcade cabinet. I think that'd be fun with the rest.
It's super cool because I mean when you think about it, these arcade cabinets
You're
are
really,
really
you're
just
custom making the cabinet. Everything else is just a little like
just
mini
electronics.
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if like it's kind of funny when I was like, when I realized you can buy arcade cabinets on Amazon, it just like light bulb went off my head. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I grew up living in arcades, dude. My mom
Right.
used to drop me off at the mall, and I would sit there and play like Killer Instinct or Mortal Kombat 2 for like hours. You know what I'm saying? And so why not? And then
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, and it's like those arcade cabinets were nothing more than just a over glorified like big
Yep.
CRT, or is that what
Yeah,
they're?
it was.
I think
Yeah,
they're called
they're
CRT. Yeah.
yeah. They're the
I have
tube
to be
TVs.
careful the way I say it, because I don't want to say the way that critical race theory is like the same thing. So I want to be careful about how I word things.
Yeah, but you're talking about TVs though. You're saying CRT.
Yeah, I know, but people
Yeah.
take things out of context all the time. I want to make sure I'm very like politically friendly and all that.
You're funny.
But
guy,
anyways,
Josh.
yeah. So I got like a 32-inch gaming monitor.
This just in,
and
Overachievers podcast.
Conservative racist mongoloid
Chef Crondo
compares a TV to critical race theory. What a terrible human being.
But yeah, that's all they were. They were tube TVs with a little board inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think like how like now we're at the now we're at the day and age where that same thing can be built with like 70,000 games on that one
And
machine,
so
you
much,
know?
yeah, so much
Yeah.
easier.
Like the
Like the board in
firepower
there
of
must
them
have
is
been so insanely large. I mean,
they're like this big if I'm not mistaken.
they
Like
were
they were
big.
huge.
They were big, yeah. They're biggins.
So that's kind of the game. I've been over here like downloading ROMs, and I've kind of been buying games just to kind of be like authentic with what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just cultivate. I stopped spending money in the stock market and crypto since everything's going to shit, and I started being like, you know what? I'm gonna invest in my gaming collection because my gaming collection is worth a pretty penny. So I've been picking up some pretty cool titles, and I'm excited about
Oh
it.
yeah.
I just see this going the way of that SNL skit of the guy putting his entire life savings into Beanie Babies. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Maybe.
I know that skit too. That's actually really funny. That's
Yeah.
actually really funny. Because you know that's like a skit, but you know there's some people out there that were actually like that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
with specifically with Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Wow, Charlie, just the light just came on.
Oh God, my entire desktop just went away. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know.
What's
I'm
happening
in and
here?
out of the clouds, literally. And I don't know.
Charlie, what have you been playing, homie?
I don't know why.
Talk to
The
us.
chat
Good
didn't
question.
pop up on the.
Charlie's been over
recording,
there
I don't
playing
know.
with his computer the whole time because he's having a OCD fit about the smush.
I have it's not well. You've been talking about retro gaming. I haven't really done retro gaming, but I did go like back like 10 years
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
Yep.
A little bit, and I've re-picked back up for better or for worse. I am playing Neverwinter again, and I'm having
Yeah, that was a great game.
a blast with
I don't even know what that is.
It's an MMO, and it's
Cool.
free on. I believe it's free to play
MMOs
across
are
the
cool.
board. And I just, for some reason, I was just looking for something else to play,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what to pick up, and I was just like going through my library and my games. I was like, I want to play something. I like reloaded up like Assassin's Creed Valhalla because like the new DLC Ragnarok came out, and I got it for like $10 from a sale.
Oh,
We
you
are-
just confused the fuck out of me for a second.
Yeah, because you said
I was
Ragnarok.
like,
You're like, wait,
what'd you
it's
say?
No, I'm just
What'd
like
you say?
had to do a double take.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like,
He's
start
like, wait a
breathing
minute,
heavy. I was
heavy
like,
breathing.
Yeah, no, I did the
Boy.
yeah, no, I had I I was going through my library just finding out, and I was like, that popped up. I was like, Neverwinter. I was like, you know what? I played that a while ago. Let me just boot it up and just see what it's like. And I've been hooked on it, man. It's been good. Like I have 3 characters, level 20, which is like the max level that you get in because you don't get. I like what they did with the level, like how to get experience and whatnot. You don't get levels from killing monsters. You get levels from doing quests.
cool.
So like the quests give you the next level. So you can actually like if you can just speed run the entire quest one, you can get from like 1 to 20 in like 6 hours.
That's tight.
And then from there, you're based on like doing gear and all that sort of stuff. So I started off with a rogue, then I made a barbarian, and now I'm playing a warlock because right now they have they have an event going where if you take 2 characters from 1 to 20, you get essentially 200 of this this currency that you can use to apply to your main character, and then you can be able to get like new mounts and companions and all sort of stuff. So I'm still figuring the game out, but I'm having a ton of fun with it. So
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Wait, that's all that matters, man. You're having fun.
go figure, right?
Yeah.
Having fun.
You piece of
You know what-
shit.
You know, you know what my best friend and I've been doing is we through Parsec actually, which by the way, Parsec
is great.
the shit. I
Yep.
mean that program is legitimately one of the best gaming programs ever.
It's very good.
We were playing Diablo 1 on the PlayStation 1 together, and let me tell you that game is brutally punishing. And
Wait, which game again? What'd you say?
Diablo
Diablo
1.
Oh, Diablo. You know, I never played Diablo 1. Isn't that crazy?
Good.
Homie,
Isn't that crazy?
I feel like you should definitely try it on an emulator, and I'm almost positive you could probably play it on your little Game Boy if you could put the emulator
Oh, I
on
don't
there,
know.
because the buttons aren't that there aren't that many buttons to press in the
It was
first
computer
place.
only though, right?
Well, they released it on the PlayStation
Diablo
1.
1?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there is a port
There
for it to the
there
PlayStation
actually
1.
there's a
Yeah, there's an
PS1
actual
emulator.
game.
on this
Yeah.
little guy, which is
So
hilarious.
so we downloaded it and we've been playing it. There's friendly fire. So like I started a sorcerer or the magician one, and my boy is the sword, the warrior or whatever. And I can't even tell you how many times we've been like in these hotspot scenarios where he's like, all right, dude, now do this, go, start firing. And I'm like shooting. And all of a sudden I'll kill him. And he's just like, no, son of a bitch. And we're like, like actually having trouble getting down to Diablo right now. And it's requiring a lot of like coordination and effort for a game from like forever ago.
98, right?
Dude, it's a long time ago that it
96?
came out. I don't even know, but great
90, no,
game, dude.
94.
I'm really, really, really becoming a bigger fan of retro gaming because I'm finding there's so many games that I never played that I think are fun to play through. Like that's kind of what I'm trying to pick up Resident Evil Survivor and Resident Evil 3, like the OG Resident Evil 3, because like I'm going to emulate them, but part of me wants to collect the game first and then I'll play them. I don't know. It's me being a weirdo, but
So a really cool thing about this, so it comes with a bunch of come on.
It's not autofocusing.
I'm trying to get it.
That looks sick though. I need to get one.
Come
How much
on,
was it?
Not much. I take up the whole screen. Haha, kind of.
So there we go.
These are all loaded emulators.
Oh yeah.
Very, very small ones.
What's NGP? Neo Geo?
Probably.
Yeah.
Some kind of Neo Geo Pocket. Neo Geo Pocket.
Oh yeah.
But then there's RetroArch, which if you're not familiar with RetroArch, it's the emulator. It's how you could legally play emulators. Oh my god, come on. Do it, dude. You really not gonna do it?
Oh my god.
You just did it seconds ago.
Quit being a hater, camera.
So RetroArch is a way that you can skirt getting in trouble for emulators.
Skirt.
Exactly. It has every emulator, and it gets around it by saying something like, I forgot the wording they use, but it's legal emulation. They don't provide you ROMs. You have to provide the ROMs. It has every single emulator ever, and it's all updated shit too. Like we're talking about, like it's on Steam. You can download it on your computer, whatever. But like you could also do playthroughs together. So like if you have it on Steam, if you have RetroArch, you could do Steam Let's Play together. And so, Crondo, if me and you went to play Mortal Kombat 3 on Sega Genesis, you download RetroArch for free. You find the ROM for Mortal Kombat 3. Or no, actually, you wouldn't even, if I had it, you wouldn't even need it. You just do Let's Play together. You have a controller plugged in your computer, and you could play via Steam. You could play like retro games.
Yeah.
So I think it's a better version than Parsec, like how Parsec is doing it.
Yeah.
Because Steam's Let's Play is pretty good,
you're not both on one monitor. You're on your own monitor.
You're on your own monitor.
Instead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not coming through your other friend's computer and shit.
Well, essentially at that point, the chips are talking to each other. So
the chips are talking to each other.
Yeah, the chips are talking.
They're docking.
I was the whole reason I started looking at that is because I wanted to be able to play, and my best friend doesn't know this yet. I'm building one of these for him for Christmas / his birthday this year, and I really want to be able to play Time Crisis with him because when we were kids, we were like
fucking tight game.
Yeah, when we were like 16, that would be like the thing. My friend we would want to go to the mall and go try to talk to girls, go to the food court.
Did you see the video of that dude at
Oh, was he the one that's like doing like he's like yeah. He's like actually
he had holsters
Charlie
and shit on him.
Charlie, this dude is in the arcade.
God.
We gotta find this video. The dude is in the arcade. He's got holsters on both sides of his pants, like real holsters, and he's got the guns from. I think he's playing Time Crisis.
I'm going towards the light right now, so it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find.
He's got these guns,
Charlie.
and he's literally doing like trick shot moves where he's like pulling it out and being like boom, 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 and then he's flipping it, putting it back in his pocket, and then doing this one, and then doing this one, and then doing this one. Like it's so fucking dude. It's one of the best. And somebody's sitting there like filming him the whole time, and he looks like he's like having the literal time of his life. Like he looks like it's so good.
It was very funny.
Good. Now you said this, I gotta find it because I gotta send it to my friend. I totally forgot.
Dude, I was like so
video.
bummed, man. We a couple months ago, me and Mallory went on vacation to Ocean City, Maryland, which is like one of my favorite places. I love it so much. Their boardwalk is awesome. Really good food, like really great beach. Like honestly, some of my favorite beaches in America. But I remember when I was younger, the best arcades, like stretches of it were just all arcades, and we went in, and honestly, like I get wanting to like update, but man, all they had were newer arcade games, and
Yeah.
they weren't what I wanted.
No, they don't
I
hit the
wanted the
same.
Star Wars arcade. I wanted fucking Time Crisis. I wanted House of the Dead. I
Yeah.
wanted all of those games, and they didn't. They just had like Fruit Ninja and all this dumb shit, and I was
Fruit
just like, what
Ninja.
the fuck, man?
Yeah, you know what I used to love? The Terminator 2 game.
Yo, with had the gun connected into it, and you had to like
Yeah.
lean over it, like
Yep.
yeah, that game
Yep.
was awesome. That game was tight.
How about the original what was it, Destruction Derby? Or no, what was like there was like a car game. It was like a NASCAR game of some kind, and you'd have to like get in the actual seat, and it would be like real. I don't know, man. Arcade games used to be the shit. They are definitely not what they used to be.
No,
That is for
definitely not.
that is for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember there used to be a line to get up to Mortal Kombat 2 or Killer Instinct. Like you'd have to like put your quarter up on the machine to like declare that you were like the next
Well,
person in line.
there's not really much arcade culture in America, like in
Well,
like
for
a lot of
numerous
parts.
reasons, because we
Yeah,
have these things now. So it's like,
but I mean,
why would I mean,
even so, though, I mean, like in Asia, arcade culture is still huge.
is it?
Oh my God, huge, 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 huge. Yes, yes. Like
That's
people
why I
going
should
to
be living in
arcades,
Asia.
huge. Like especially still for like dance and shit. Like still very much so. In Chinatown, you could find some like there's like a few random like hole in the wall basement arcades, and it's just like fucking 40
Yeah.
like 20-year-olds just all like going fucking like if they're not on cocaine, I don't know what they're doing, but they're just like fucking just dancing. There's like dancing, like they're just fucking going crazy. There's like a line like to get on the dance. It's crazy.
Definitely a different culture. That's for damn sure. You'd never see that here. Unfortunately. Maybe like Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Is I'm playing Neverwinter, and
So about Neverwinter,
In classic OG fashion.
in the OG Tangent podcast.
Squirrel, what?
but they're
Video games.
relevant tangents.
Arcade games? What?
What? Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm playing that, and also still playing Diablo Immortal. I'm actually gonna go back to Crusader, I think.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Well, mainly,
Did you give up on Fliff, Charlie? Did you try it for a second? And stop?
I only tried it that one time because I was just
Fair.
interested. I mean, I give everything a go.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was just the reason why I'm going to go back to Crusader is I realized that while I'm having a fun as fuck time playing Necromancer, all of my gems are melee based,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna go redo all that stuff. So
No. No.
also really annoyed that when I go back to Crusader, I'm gonna
Yep.
find some new. I found some new upgrades while I was on my Necromancer, and now I'm all my reservist gear back.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super annoying.
Yeah,
so.
I made a huge scathing post about that in the Diablo Immortal, just like the player feedback. I probably wrote like 3 paragraphs about how flawed the whole system is. It's like you either, but by the way, Dom, just so you understand, like you can class change in Diablo Immortal, but for free. But what it does is it takes all your gear and turns it into like what is it? Reservists. Reservists.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the like inherited legendary skills on these 6 pieces of gear. Okay. It also changes all your set pieces too, which is even
Sure.
fucking worse because those are harder to farm.
Yeah.
So then you have to then go and find upgrades for all of these items in order to inherit skills on them once again. So for context, I class changed to barbarian 2 weeks ago and realized how big time I fucked up, changed back to demon hunter. I'm still trying to replace the items that I
Oh,
lost
no.
from changing. Yeah,
Oh,
I
lose
can't.
the items and changing. Wow.
So you don't lose any combat rating, like you stay the exact same combat rating, right? But like for example, my primary weapon has the ability to inherit a skill that my main auto fire shots will pierce through the enemy.
Sure.
So I'm missing a huge part of my DPS of my damage kit by not being able to like automatically shoot through the targets because it does a lot of damage actually, like when you're pretty powerful. So you kind of like retroactively set yourself back 2 to 3 weeks every time you class change,
Yeah.
but you don't lose the skills. Like I have all of the skills I can inherit that I took off of a piece of gear, but I can't put them on the reservist gear.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest fuck up that they did is they made this gear that you're changing over to like you can't inherit the traits on this gear. So you
Sure.
have to go out and find upgrades, which
Which
can
is
take
super,
quite a bit of time.
so stupid.
It's
Yeah.
super fucking dumb. The way that they should have done the whole system is they should have had one centralized Paragon level, and then you create multiple characters that have the same Paragon level once you hit 60. So like if I had a wizard, my wizard, like if I'm Paragon 136 right now, then when I go hit 60 on my wizard, I would be Paragon
And
136.
that's how it
Like
is in Diablo 3. It's
and that's
Paragon shared.
and that's the way it should have been, but they
It's
did.
not?
No, it's
No.
not.
That's
So
so
like
weird.
yeah, well, I mean, I think well the reason is because they obviously want people to go make multiple characters so they can spend more money on the game.
Yeah,
You know that's got to be the case.
it's
So
I still feel like I would want to make, if anything, it makes me want to make multiple characters even more if they're shared across things.
Yeah.
well,
That's so weird.
I,
It makes me
I don't disagree with you. Like that was the point I made is like you guys are I said you're being short-sighted in your efforts because if
That's
I
so
was
weird.
able to make a wizard and my wizard was slaying shit and I was like, "You know what? I'm going to buy this $10 pack just so my wizard can slay even more," you know? But instead, you've made it so that I never want to play my wizard because what's the fucking point?
Yeah. Weird. Very weird. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. But
Still a great game though.
That's why I'm going to go back to my Crusader. So it's probably going to take me, I don't know how I'm going to get an upgrade for that. Because I've gotten two items that were upgraded. So
We're getting pretty close to 150, dude. So at 150, you can start doing Hell 4 stuff, really. Or the next level of gear unlocks so that it's more likely for you to surpass the combat rating requirement to travel into Hell 4. Michael and I started farming Hell 4 last night. It's not that bad. It's kind of like it's the same thing where like you can take the damage, but you just won't be able to dish enough. So if you're in a party, you can go farm. Funny enough, I come across Jables every effing day, dude. Like I'll random Jables is one of the guys from the Discord.
Yeah, he's on our
I
podcast.
thought
He's
this
been
was like
no, no,
fucking
no.
item that you're looking for. I was like,
No, it's just funny because like Michael and
that
I
is
were
funny.
like, I swear, like every day I run across Jables, like just in the most random fashion. Like I'll see like Tomb of Fahir spam, join the party. I'm like, oh, I need to do one, and Jables is in the party. Like last night, where Michael and I are like, let's go farm Hell 4 real quick. So we go out there, Jables just running across my screen. I'm like, this guy is fucking everywhere, dude. Like every time yeah, it's kind of funny to me. He's become a meme to me. Like he's like that like that character you see everywhere you go in a game. I don't know. Like, there's always one. It's just for me, that's Jables.
That's funny.
Yeah. I went and pre-ordered a bunch of games this week. If you want to talk about what's coming up,
yeah, let's do it. What are you looking forward
to? What's there to pre-order right now?
Remember that game you just had like a boner about a second ago that comes out November 11th?
That's right.
God of War Ragnarok.
They actually did.
Yeah.
Put a
Can we
date
talk?
to it.
Can we talk about how absurd their collector's editions are for a second?
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm
Absurd.
not pre-ordering, so I've not looked at any.
Well, let me tell you that if you wanted to pre-order a collector's edition, you would probably have to. I don't even know. It's just dumb. They're like it's like $200, 200 something bucks for a collector's edition of the game. Yeah, like the other one's like $300 something dollars. I didn't even look. The guy showed me told me how much the price was, and I laughed and was like, yeah, just do the original one.
It's fucking stupid.
That's not a collector's edition. That's like buying a.
It's like a rare vinyl. I'm buying a fucking.
I
used to do those collector's editions, and I stopped doing them for that reason. I was just like, they got too expensive. And
It's too much.
For me, a collector's edition was like a steelbook version of the game.
Yeah,
with
steelbook's great.
Steelbooks are
awesome,
great.
Yeah.
I like I remember the first steelbook I ever got was Halo 2 when it came out,
Yeah.
and I thought it was like one of the coolest things ever, you know. And I think I paid an extra 10 or 15 for that, and it didn't come with anything extra. So to me, that's what collector's editions always were. Collector's editions for World of Warcraft, where like you get a cooler looking box and you get something in the game, like a pet, you know, and you pay $10-15 more. Now it's like pay $250, you get this limited edition vinyl release album of the soundtrack of the game that you're never going to listen to, and like 10 other trinkets that
maybe
are
for
gonna
Ragnarok.
go
Ragnarok might be the only one where I do jam the OST. That shit was actually tight, but that's not.
I'm very excited for the game. That game is gonna be great. I put money down on Forsaken. By the way, I put money down on games just because I'm the old school and I kind of like to try to keep the business going out there, even though GameStop is a shitbag company. But I put money down on Forsaken, which
Hey
is a
man, keep buying
Squaresoft
from
game.
him. Get my stonks to
Getting
the moon.
your stonks to the moon. What
We're
was the
still
other one
out
I got?
here.
Oh yeah,
Still holding.
Hogwarts Legacy coming out in December.
I
Very,
keep forgetting
very,
about that game. The
very
gameplay
excited
does look
about that game.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm super duper excited about that
It
game.
looks more intense than I kind of expected it to be.
I mean, it's basically going to be. So when I played Skyrim for the first time, I always play mages and sorcerer, like just like Charlie's, like with paladins, crusaders, and knights. I'm kind of the same way with mages.
Yeah.
So for me, this game is kind of like it kind of reminds me of my first playthrough of Skyrim, where I played as a mage, and you're going through like a mages guild and all that kind of stuff. It just gives me that kind of vibe with like you're not playing Harry Potter, you're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Like it's a game pitted in that universe, but has absolutely nothing to do with Harry Potter. And I
Right.
think people need to like acknowledge this because there's people out there like, hey,
Are you
I'm
playing
playing a
as
Harry
Harry
game.
Potter? Or
No, you're
no?
playing as just
Got
like a
it.
kid.
You're
Like
playing as a wizard. Okay, got it.
yeah,
got
the
it.
game's like I think the game takes place like 100 years before Harry Potter ever happened.
Oh,
This
got
is
it.
like when Hogwarts just started out. Like
This
it's
is
supposed
like
to be.
the Wizard Civil War or no?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. What do you get for pre-ordering Harry Potter Legacy? I didn't get it. I don't think I got anything, to be honest with you. Again, I just
You
pre-order
got the
games.
satisfaction that he's going to get it.
Yeah,
That I have
exactly.
it
There you
on
go.
time.
I will have it on time, and
Before any of us schlubs.
I think Hooch likes to poke fun at me because I'm such like a hoarder.
Are you a hoarder? I don't know if you're. Well, I guess
No,
you like physical copies.
Hoarder's
yeah.
not. Look, if I were one of those people that's like, I'm gonna collect every single limited or every single
I love
release
every
for.
time. I love every time you do your impersonation. For no matter who it's for, it's all. No. There's two. Actually, no. I'm sorry. There's two. I almost lied. There's either the like nerd, like, can you fix my ring, or there's you're collected, and that's every single now I want to know in your head, like who you're deciding for who gets what for what impersonation.
Well, if we're talking about gamers, usually it's gonna be the nerd, like like.
That's funny.
I gotta log into World of Warcraft and I have to calculate the exact total that I'm going to DPS output tonight for the fight. That's like the nerd voice. And then,
Are you not playing World of Warcraft right now? By the way,
no,
Okay,
no.
I don't know with you sometimes,
I have not relapsed. Where's my 2-month chip?
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't remember where I was at now. But the other one's supposed to be kind of like a tool bag voice, like the
Sure,
I'm like,
That's fair, dude. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm playing some video games.
The real life
What do you
video
go-
games? Beach simulator?
Well, I did go to the beach yesterday, which was an absolutely beautiful day to go to the beach. Fun fact, in New York, you should check every single time the quality of the water the beach you're going to, because unfortunately, with living in such a giant city, the water can get gross, which is even if you go to a nice beach, like I went to Jacob Reeves Beach, which is a beautiful, very nice, hard to get to beach, so usually it's not like too fucking buck wild. But since there was a lot of rain at some point, like unfortunately the sewage overflows. It's really disgusting. So the bacteria level was high, so it's closed for Wednesday, Thursday. They reopened on Friday. We went Saturday. It was very nice. But no, I am obviously I'm still playing Stray. I took a small break on it because I've been really grinding hard in Fly for Fun, that MMO I play. I just got to level 95.
Dang.
Level cap is 120. But we're at the point now where monsters give you 0.02% per kill.
That sounds like me and Diablo right now.
So as you can imagine,
Diablo 2, by the way.
It's thousands of monsters killed to get a single level, but yeah, I'm grinding hard. Got my level 105 gear because there's a scroll that lets you reduce a levels requirement by 10. So I'm wearing level 105 gear, and it's tight. I'm like, I wasn't even this addicted to it when I was in high school, and I was like problematic how much I played that game in high school, and now I'm just like, fuck. I'm building a second character, a healer, so that I could have heals on demand when I go grind. Because now it's annoying to
Oh,
deal with that.
this
So I
man.
have the
Next thing I know it.
I have two screens going with my
Yeah, huh?
healer, and then
Yeah.
my blade on the other one.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. I know how this goes. I know how this goes. Next thing you know, this man's gonna have a third because I'm buying a third monitor so he can do a third character.
Don't tempt me. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I
So
wouldn't even need the third. I wouldn't need the third monitor. You know,
yeah,
I
you
I
can't
could
do that
do
in WoW,
monitor.
but
I could do like, since those two characters won't be doing much, I'd have them like split screen over there. My main character over here. You know, like
I used to do that in EQ, man. I'd have like three characters. I'd have like my tank, the DPS, and the healer because it's the game's so slow that you had to have a group to do anything. So yeah.
yeah. I want to go.
Hey,
I need
how
to
is
finish
Stray?
Stray.
So
Stray,
talk to me
it's
more
just such
about
a
Stray.
beautiful. It's just such a beautiful game.
Oh yeah, I forgot they played that too.
I'm obviously like biased.
Why? Because you have a cat.
Because I'm a cat dad.
Yeah.
Where's the cat?
Where are you? How are you biased?
Because I just love cats so much.
Oh, so you're saying that you enjoy the game more because you're a cat dad?
Oh, I would like to think that if you're as in love with the game as I am, it's because you just love cats.
Right, right.
I'm sure people can enjoy it that aren't like big into cats, but like I'm playing this game and the cat will do something. I'm like, oh, my cat does that. Like they had like I think I'm pretty sure they had like a cat behaviorist help them do the game and shit. Like it's very accurate to how cats act and behave and stuff. But um, the game is, besides like just being a fun game, it is like insanely beautiful. It is a beautifully made game. Like some of the best aesthetic environment I've ever seen in the game in a long time. It is just very pretty. The colors are really well done. The story is really cool. Which
But what do you do in the game? I'm curious. Like, is it just like
I'll give you a small rundown without spoiling it because the story is actually cool enough that I would say like you should.
Oh, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it, but I mean,
You're a cat in a post-apocalyptic world. You're hanging out with the other cat
humans.
buddies out. So there's like this giant city that's walled off.
Okay.
And you're outside of the city. You're with your cat buddies, and you and your cat buddies are like just roaming around, and you all are jumping on these pipes to get to like from this one section to this other section, and you fall. Unfortunately, you fall down this big old hole, and you land in a sewer system that gets you into the city. So you're not with your cat fam anymore. It's actually I like cry a little bit. Like
So you have to
sad.
get back to your cat fam.
That's the idea.
You don't know if you're getting back. Well, I haven't beaten the game, so I don't know. That doesn't seem like it's the main goal. Doesn't seem like it's that you're getting back to your cat fam. It's just you're just getting out of the city itself. The city is no good. So and these aren't too hard of spoilers because it happens within the first like 5 fucking minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I've already watched people streaming it. I just don't.
Right.
I just very briefly.
There's no more humans left. It's only robots.
Okay, that would explain why there's no humans.
Humans are gone, and the
So
robots, the AI,
you can't pet
like,
the cat.
The robots pet the cat.
Oh, they do.
They have like minor AI. They have like it's not even that they have AI. The robots are mimicking humanity at this point. So like in a way it is its own AI, right? But so you find this as you're like at the first beginning of the game, you know, there's like this entity that's helping you navigate because there's like these little monsters that are trying to eat you. These little like blobs. And I won't say what they are because that is spoilers, but these little monsters that are like trying to eat you. And there's like this like entity helping you navigate out of the city to get to this room, and it turns out it's this little robot that's trying to help you because it also wants to get out of the city. It lost some memories. It's trying to regain its memories. It's trying to get out of the city to regain those memories. So you wear a little backpack, and it's this little floating robot that'll help you do stuff. And it's fucking awesome. It's just awesome. Like,
can you choose like the color of your cat, or
no? It's only an orange cat. I wish you could. I wish you could customize your cat because obviously.
So I have heard that there are people that on PC are doing kits
there's
where you
tons
can
of
actually,
mods.
Yeah.
There's like some really fucking insane mods.
They made
Someone already did like
the one from
GTA.
Yeah, from GTA. Yeah, the cousin.
They did that, dude. There's a dog mod, like if you want it to be a dog instead, which fuck you, whoever made that mod.
Hey, I'm dog dad. It's fine.
You can like dogs are great.
I think there's one I saw they turned it into a pug or something like that.
What I'm saying is this isn't stray dog game, you know.
Yeah.
But
stray dog game.
Yeah, go play the stray dog game if you want, you know what I mean? No, but the game is just really well done. The story, like, for a game about where you're a stray cat in a post-apocalyptic world, like, who knew that it would just be as good as it is. And it's really good. It's fun. It's beautiful. It like for real, beautiful game.
Yeah.
Like beautiful. Like it's crazy how pretty it is. So yeah,
I'm very excited, especially considering I have a new TV on the way. I'm definitely gonna enjoy checking that out. That'll be the first game I play that actually like puts my PS5 to the test. So it'd be interesting to see what it really looks like.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I
Pump
forgot
it
that I
up.
played that too. Yeah, that was a really good game. I was like debating if I wanted to go through and platinum it. And I was just like,
I wonder what
enjoyed it.
even the challenges are.
Like
I'm currently trying to like my whole thing is like there's memories you could find. I'm trying to find all the memories.
yeah, I missed 3 memories essentially in the whole thing. So like one of the things is to get all the memories in one
Yeah.
playthrough, and I'm just like, there's a lot of collectibles.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
It's
Yeah.
just like I just don't want to go back through and play it again. And then there's a speed run. You have to beat the game in 2 hours.
I don't know if you
Well,
can
I
see
mean,
it, but here's
that probably isn't
my
too hard
orange
to do.
stray that actually sleeps outside my house. I have an actual orange stray.
Cute boy.
Love this guy.
We might be getting a third cat, and he's orange.
I want so many cats, dude. Cats are the bomb.
Cats are the best. I'm a big fan of cats.
But yeah, it's that's awesome. There's a couple games I want to pick up on and play on my Steam Deck, so still playing that.
That's the thing is, I wish I had Steam Deck for when I traveled to. Which is saying, too bad I never heard of cats being referred to as man's best friend. Well, I'm trying to think of a witty response here.
I don't have one actually. There's
I
really
don't have
not.
one?
There's really not a good one.
I'd rather have a creature that thinks for itself and can choose not to love me if it doesn't want to, than a damn little robot that's always wanting my attention and need. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
Hey, I like both. I mean, I'm a cat guy, but I like both.
I 100% like dogs. I like dogs a lot.
Yeah.
I
I would 100% kidnap
my
Charlie's
cats.
dogs if I could. Actually, I think Archie's more my spirit animal than Ronan. Ronan's a little crazy.
Ronan is a little high energy.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Archie seems like he'd be the stoner dog.
100%.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's a really funny way to put it. Yeah, probably right.
Okay, so for real, November this year is going to be November, December are going to be really tough for me because we got God of War. They just announced, I totally forgot to talk about this, but Tactics Ogre. Did you guys see the video for that? I don't know. It's really not your kind of game, I don't think, but it's more my kind of game. Tactics Ogre was like probably one of the, Final Fantasy Tactics. Are you familiar with those kinds of games?
Yeah, like
Tactics Ogre.
like tactic games. Yeah.
Tactics Ogre was like the first one.
Oh.
They were, I think Super Nintendo was the first one. Maybe, I mean, there was probably one on Nintendo, but I don't remember it. However, the first one I ever played was on Super Nintendo, and that's coming out. Also, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out in November. God of War Ragnarok. So there's like 3 games in November right there.
I feel like this year went from like, what is even coming out this year besides like, not Dark Souls,
Elden Ring.
Like what is this year going to give us besides Elden Ring? And now it's just like, hold my beer.
I think Charlie actually said that. I think Charlie was like what could they like other than God of War, like, and we were all 3 of us were pretty much in agreement that they were going to postpone it and not bring it out this year. I remember Charlie was like, what could really come out that would dethrone it, right?
Yeah,
And there's no chance.
My cat cares if I live. Hold up, now I need to point.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It definitely would be tough to dethrone Elden Ring, but if God of War comes out, honestly, it depends on how good it is. Because, like I said in the past, it's not the same director; it's a different director.
Right. It could go either way. I'm confident it's still going to be a good game though. It looks incredible.
Yeah,
So.
I mean,
There
I don't
is
think
like a slight where I have that they're just like, let's just put it out anyway. Does this look like she doesn't care if I live or die? Look at her.
Yeah, that cat definitely does not. Oh wait! Oh, damn it!
Come on, give me a kiss.
That cat is not going to give you a kiss.
it's just
That
like
cat is definitely about to claw
no.
you.
Kiss. Nah, she
The
would
cat
never.
is
She doesn't claw or bite. She's a very sweet girl.
He
She's
goes,
my
"Oh
little
shit!
baby.
I triggered Ashy."
She's my baby. She's my baby Polly. Named after Polly
man.
Walnuts. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Oh damn!
But yeah, I think it'll be great regardless. I was like a slightly nervous when they said they're still doing it this year, but I would like to think that they understand how much is riding on it being a good game, But we'll see. Yeah, Pokemon. I'm very excited for it. I'm super excited for Pokemon.
I mean, like, how do I even go about navigating this? There's 3 games that are coming out all around the same time I want to play, and then Hogwarts comes out December. Like, this is not.
I do kind of wish they didn't do all this shit always towards the end of the year. I
Yeah,
really
why is
do.
it like what like okay, so
It's just Christmas shit.
for the month of August, September, and October, there's nothing coming out that I'm like, hell yeah, like we got what Marvel's Midnight Suns. I'm not excited about that.
I'm excited about that game.
I want to see it first.
I love Firaxis and all the games they put out. I am very excited for that game.
I think that's a fair way to look at it if you're a fan of the studio.
I'm a huge XCOM fan. I love XCOM.
Sure.
So if it's going to be,
I'll wait until you tell me whether or not it's good, because after Marvel's Avengers, I'm not buying any more Marvel games.
The difference is that, like,
this is Spider-Man.
Like that I mean, it's tactics, right? It's not a game. It's like an action game per se. It's like tactics for X-Men.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be, if it's like it's XCOM but for Marvel.
Yeah.
And I'm very much looking forward to it. And honestly, I've been on the fence whether or not I wanted to pre-order that. I think I'm going to pre-order that because I really want to play it day one. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Do you want to spend 50 or $60 to play The Last of Us Part 1 remastered on the PS5?
Me?
I honestly got to say that's like one of the most tone deaf. I don't know. I'm not tone
I'll
deaf.
probably wait
Which
till it
game?
goes on sale or it's included in PlayStation Plus to play it.
They remastered The Last of Us and they're releasing it.
Oh.
Again.
On
old is that
PS5.
game? How are they remastering a game? Like,
I don't
that's
know,
not even that
but
old.
It came out on PS3. It's been out for a long time.
Oh, I guess so.
It's mostly absurd due to the fact that they're charging like full price for it. It's not even like a price break.
Yeah, I'm of the mind like shit can't be remastered until it's like. I just sounds so funny to me to remaster anything post PS2. You know what I mean?
I have to agree with you on that. Yeah, I mean, Demon's Soul was on PS3, but that was more of like, I mean, they completely redid that game for the most
When the
part.
fuck was PlayStation 3?
And Demon's Soul was technically
PlayStation 3
before
released...
Dark Soul 1.
Yes.
So
that was the first one. Demon's Souls was the first one.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that, but I am in agreement with you, Dom, like
2006.
completely.
Oh no, that's in Japan.
What are we looking at?
I'm looking at when it released.
What game?
No, it wasn't. No, PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 released 2006. So I guess, man, shit, like we are nearly.
It's almost 20 years old.
It is almost 20 years old.
That's funny. I joined a retro Discord recently, and they've all been having this like discussion of what is the differentiator of like or what deems a game or system platform, whatever you want to call it, retro. And I was like, personally, anything like post PS2 or like DS, 3DS.
I feel like if you're over 20 years old at this point, probably.
Yeah. Like I won't
20 years is a long time.
Like I'm not going to go collecting PS3 games. Like that doesn't sound Xbox, like none of that sounds like something that I
at some point it'll probably be anything more than like 30 will be like vintage.
Yeah.
And anything, I'm sure there will be differentiating like
I'm hoping that that vintage category pays off. I'm pointing over at my gaming collection.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be nice to hit that one.
That's your Beanie Baby collection.
That is my Beanie Baby collect. We'll mark this moment in history to episode 80 where Chef Carando establishes that his insanity his crazy investment prospectus lifetime goal is to avoid the Beanie Baby catastrophe.
Yeah. Also, Dom, you can correct me if I'm wrong. We weren't around for it. We didn't record on it, but we just hit our 4-year anniversary.
Whoa. Well, would you look at that?
Would you look?
Isn't that nice?
That 4 years of doing this podcast and bringing this to everyone. I should have said that at the beginning of the podcast. That way everyone would have known it. And
well, you could put in the title missed 4-year anniversary episode.
That's true. That's very true.
Maybe even like we could, we'll take this right now. We could like record, we'll take a snippet of here and be like, oh, everyone, it's 4-year anniversary episode. Like I could just steal it from
episode 80, 4-year episode.
Oh, it's episode 80. That's nice. That's a nice episode
80 of the OG. I mean, we've done over 160 episode.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
but But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I am also excited for that Hooch, and the fact that it's HBO producing it and releasing it, it fingers crossed bodes well for the Last of Us TV
I know
show.
there was a Last of Us TV show happening.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, it's supposed to be done if I'm not
From
mistaken.
HBO?
I think they're
As
yeah.
long as it's the dudes who didn't do Game of Thrones, they were cool.
It's
You
not
know
good.
you know who's playing the main character, Ashley?
Who? No.
It's Pedro Pascal.
Dude, so hot right now.
Yeah.
Pedro
I'm
Pascal,
actually
so hot right now.
I'm pretty
I'm all
okay.
for that.
I'm all for
he's,
it
he's a great
too.
actor. He's a phenomenal actor.
I think mainly because he kind of like I mean, Joel is definitely a white guy, but I mean he kind of has that same
He's got the gusto.
yeah. So I feel like out of
fine.
anybody that I know of in Hollywood right now, I kind of feel like that was pretty that was a solid pick, and I'm pretty interested to see how he pulls off a southern accent. That's what I'm most interested in, mainly because Joel definitely has a southern accent. So that'll be. But I read an article and I just posted this in the chat. But the actress that played Ellie said that they apparently
Who's playing Ellie?
I don't even know her name, but
Oh.
sorry. I guess I should know that. Let me look it up.
That's not a big deal.
Anyway, she said that the show is supposed to be very quote unquote respectful to the game itself, which a lot of people were.
It's funny.
Her name's Bella Ramsey, is who played Ellie.
Oh, Bella. Okay, yeah. John Cho also said that the Cowboy Bebop show is going to be very respectful of the show.
Oh
and,
shit! Well, this is a little. I'm just realizing that I'm
Still
saying
haven't watched that show.
This
No,
is
I
a
haven't
little
either.
girl that said that, but
little girls can know. She can know.
I'm just
John Cho though. I was a little surprised that John Cho said that because he definitely should have known.
There you go. Look at this right here. Bella Ramsey says HBO's The Last of Us is very respectful of the game. I'm just hopeful because I like Pedro. I think he's a great actor.
He's a phenomenal actor.
And I'm definitely
do anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely hyped. Didn't he do one of the Kingsmen? Who?
Kingsman is an English show, wasn't it?
I remember that Pascal did an accent in Kingsman. Oh, I don't think I've never seen the Kingsman.
It's a great movie. Trilogy at this point? Not trilogy. But it's 3 movies. But
there's a couple, right? Yeah.
Well, I heard of them, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Same.
Kingsman 1 is the best out of all of them, although the second one is pretty good too. But the first one is just like there's just some insane action sequences, especially in the church.
Real quick before we go, we're talking about movies real quick. Have you guys seen The Gray Man or The Gray Man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched it.
Pleasantly surprised.
It was fine.
Pleasantly surprised. I expected it to be not good. It was great. I mean, I'm a sucker for Ryan Gosling and everything he does.
Heartthrob, yeah.
Oh my god, the biggest heartthrob. I was like, wow, okay, good. Not a bad story.
I liked how kind of they didn't like try to overplay it. I liked how like he was personable in that film, but not like so detached from the world.
Right.
I felt like just like Matt Damon's character in Jason Bourne of those movies, just like he was just like
so robotic,
very robotic, but like
very robotic.
But having oh god, you literally just said his name. Why am I blanking on the guy?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling was just like able to crack little jokes and just little things here and there, and just like
it was way more funnier than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
Like good movie. I liked it.
Also, loved seeing Chris. Not Pine. Why am I black? Dude, my brain is just not there.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Chris, help me out here.
I don't know. Billy Bob Thornton.
Captain America.
Oh, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Thank you.
Oh, he was such a good villain.
I really liked him as a villain.
Hey, what was he in? What was he a villain in?
The Gray Man.
The Gray Man.
Oh,
I haven't seen this yet. He's just like so ruthless, and like just plays it off like you just like kind of want to root for him, but also just like
good.
Not. He's just really good.
It was really good.
Just
it was really fucking good. I was a big fan. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so it was fun. I highly recommend watching. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. Go watch it now. Sponsored by the show. Just kidding.
Sponsored by the show. Yeah, Netflix sponsored. Tight. I am going to play some Warhammer now.
Yeah, have fun. I'm gonna go download Neverwinter on my PC because I
go get unsqueezed.
I'm gonna go get unsqueezed. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be ready for next week.
I'm gonna play some Diablo Immortal.
That's true. I can hop on. I gotta do my dailies. So I can do some dailies.
Do your dailies.
My dailies and then do some other stuff. Anyway. Thanks all for coming out this week in episode 80, the 4-year episode podcast thing of us today.
Wow, man, that was
I just had a stroke mid sentence.
Yeah, you okay, man?
No.
Can you smell pennies or copper or something right
Can
now?
I smell penny?
You smell burnt hair?
It's burnt hair. That's what it is.
Toast and whatnot. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out. We have the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, OG.podcast, or Twitter's OverachieversP. Website's ogpodcast.fm, where you can get this episode and every episode where we talk about video games and what we're playing and what we're looking forward to, and a little bit of gaming news. You can also watch us record this episode and all episodes. Now you can't watch us record this episode. It's already happened because it's in the past. So we're done. We're here. We're live now on the podcast channels, and you're all good. You're listening to it right now. That's how it's going to go at twitch.tv/OG podcast. So if you want to tune in, hit that notification, follow.
He's doing it.
Those hearts, smash
He's
that bell, whatever the fuck the kids are doing these days. I have no idea. Just to hit that thing and say yes to life.
Okay. Say yes to life.
Peace.
Thanks all. Bye. Say yes to life.
You did great, buddy.
Why is my video squeezed? I don't know why my video is squeezed.
God, let me ask you something.
I actually
Have you been okay, go ahead, go.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, see ya. Have you been messing with that this whole time?
Yes.
I knew you were. You were so distracted this entire podcast, and I knew you were. Like I could just see it in your.
Get it sorted.
I know.
Wanted to get it sorted.
I know. It's like one of those. It's like the curse of working in tech is that like when you have something that's going wrong, you literally cannot just stop wondering about how to fix it. Like your brain will just never be okay with being like, I'm okay with it being squished. It's like you can say that you're okay with it being squished, but you're not okay with it being squished.
That's fine. Thanks everybody. We're still live, but thank you all for coming. I will hopefully get this out the door and ready for Tuesday because I've been really bad about editing and posting things. So
you're busy, dude. I mean,
busy as fuck. So anyway, all right. If you want to run some dailies, Condo, I'm around. See you all later. Peace.